Hi guys, how are you doing? Today I'm gonna talk about cemetery. Uh, if you feel like it's difficult to die, so maybe you can just pass on this content. But if you don't feel like that, then welcome. Today I'm going to show how a European country bury their dead ones and how the bury the burying, how the system, I mean the process. Well, when someone dies, now the cemetery personnel, they're being informed that someone will be buried. So when you have graves here, this is a cemetery area. I'm going to show you all here. Uh, so when they have graves in here, you got three things. Your grave is being taken care by the cemetery personnel. Maybe they want to come into contact with you because of some reason. One of them is you don't pay. And the third one is they recall back your grave space. All right. So I'm going to show you here first. These are the three information that are very important. This one is they take care of the grave and you pay monthly on monthly terms or yearly term. And then this one, it means they want to come into contact with you for some reasons. Most of the time is people they don't pay or they don't get the keen of the deceased person. And this one here, A, it means they have recall your grave. All right, so they will recall your grave only if you don't respond to their mail or they call you or you don't call them. All right, so basically, if someone is dead and is buried somewhere here, normally they don't bury. They do crematorium. They burn the person and then the ashes are being spread there. So basically, when they bury you, they keep you in a place. All right. So this is the map of the whole this area. It's a big place. So you come here with your phone and you scan that QR number, and then you will see the person you want to visit. So basically, you're getting an address. So if you have an address on the earth, when you die, you'll get an address while you are under the earth. Okay. So that's it about it. They have more information here about how they plant the flowers, how they take care of the flowers and things like that, and they have some rules and regulation, etc., etc. Okay, so in the map here, I'll see here if I can see this one here in Blumma or that one there. We are right now. We are here. This is where we are. So I think it's somewhere there, maybe you'll get to see. So basically, if you are buried under this area, it's called Ringblomman. So you might get like grave number 1, number 7, number 14, 51, or you will be maybe they bury you here in Jung Blomman, then you have your grave number somewhere there. All right, so you come here and you scan that one QR, and then you'll get the person you want to visit. All right, so that's the beginning of it. And I will just talk about this one here. Now this one there, this an A, it means they have recalled back the grave, and I will talk a little bit about it. All right. Uh, all right. So this is where we are now. Remember, I talk about that one there. Now this name, it covers everywhere around here. Or if you come there, Brunkulan, it means all these graves belong here. And then you might come and see all these graves, they have numbers. All right, so this one is number 11055. There's a grave here, but you can't see it. This is 11042. But then here, they want to talk to you. Okay, they have asked the owner to get in contact with them so that they can talk to that guy. And this V, it means the cemetery personnel are taking care of your grave. All right, so now you get to understand everybody has an address. I'm not showing the names. I'm trying to keep uh, as much anonymous as possible. But now if we come here, this is our first A, this one here. So remember, A, it means they have recalled the grave. That one there is another A, and there are so many A's. And I will come to the point and tell you why they have a lot of A's. I can see A's everywhere, right? This is an A here. Grave number an A. This is A. All right. That is an A. And let me see here. And this is an a lot of A's. That is A. A. And finally A. Right? So basically, guys, when you see an A, there are a lot of A's here. Not majority, but there are many. It is because someone dies, and their kins, their relatives, they keep on paying. They pay for that person, so that the cemetery personnel will take care of their grave. What do? They water, they cut the grass, they plant, they do so many things. Look how beautiful it is. Just look at that. All right? So you can witness what good job these people they are putting. All right? See that one. All right? And you should just come in this area during the Valentine's and some other occasions where they remember their dead ones. It's beautiful. The relatives here, they come and put a lot of flowers and lights, lamps, things like that. The grave place turns beautiful. Now, when someone dies, uh, the burial normally there's a process. You know, that person dies, and then the doctor says, approve that this guy is dead and things like that. All right, then there are companies that you hire for their services, and they will carry all these activities from preparing the deceased person, give the person clothes, you know, and make the person look good, and they organize the what do you call this? Coffin, yeah. They organize the coffin, they organize the transport, they organize the place where you will bury that person. You know, that the list, the average cost for your relative, if I die right now, the average is about 23 to 25 Swedish crowns. That is about 2,500 United States dollars, okay, for burial. And where does that money come from? That money comes from the tax. Money is coming from the tax. Right now, when you work, anybody, regardless your religion, you belong to a church. All right, so if you are staying in a certain place, you belong to the bigger church where it is located there. So you pay tax, and then when you die, your tax money comes back to you in form of burial preparation until they bury you. So after they bury you, then you as your relative will take care of your grave. So how do they bury? That's a good question. I was really surprised when I came to realize that majority they carry crematorium. They burn the deceased person. So this is how they do. I think it's most of the Western world, they do that. All right, I used to watch this in Hollywood movies, and it didn't click in my head. I didn't think what is it, but now I'm seeing it. I have a friend who died not about nine, 9 months or less than that, and when they did that process, I was like, oh, okay, now I understand that one. Right, so I'm seeing a hair there. Look, so the burial process is like after they burn you, you take the ashes and you go and wow, this is beautiful. Wow, wow, wow. That is beautiful. All right, so after they bury the person, you take the ashes and you just pour it at that place, and then you get a grave number, and you get the instruction how to do, what to do, how to carry these things, you know. So this is how they have it here. Now, myself, long time ago, I used to fear death. And then I started thinking about it, but I tried to avoid thinking about it. And then I started thinking about it, and I started discussing about the death with myself, which I finally admitted to myself that, oh, you know what, this is the truth. I can't avoid this. Death is unavoidable. One beautiful, I will die. So I started slowly by slowly accepting that I will die, and things become far much easier after I accepted it, right? So guys, I'm back again. So after the burial, then what we'll be doing is you will be taking care of the grave, right? That means you're going to pay on a monthly basis. You're going to take care. You can take care of your grave, of the family's grave, but basically these are the guys that are taking care of it. All right. So what I mean. All right. Let me see. This one does not look so good because of that one there. All right. I'm trying to take my gimbal so that I can show you everything at the same time. I want you to get my information. Well, so you take care of the grave. So if you don't, yeah, I was just talking about the amount of money that we're paying, right? Where are we? There's a car behind me. That car there. So you pay around 25,000 Swedish crown. That is equivalent to $2,500. The money comes from the tax that you have been paying since you started working. You might start working, maybe you are in your 25 years of age after university, and you work until you are 70. That is 40 years, isn't it? Something like that. So 75, 25 until 75, that's 50. So if you work until you are 70 years of age, that is 45 years. The retirement age here is 65, but now they are pushing it even further. All right, so that one there. So this is an area, and there's all those graves plus these ones here down there, their graves. That's what you see, the headstone there. Okay, so you work around 40, 45, 50 years before you say thank you and you retire. So you're paying tax from at the age of 20, 25 until you're 70. So you had paid so much tax by the time you leave the earth. So that money covers your burial. And behind there, I showed you there were so many heirs, so many graves that were recalled back. And that is because this society is most of the time in the industrial areas, in the industrial countries or industrialized countries. All right, much of the time people they have they live individually. You know, they live independent life. They are not very much like connected with relatives, friends from school, friends from the neighborhood, friends from this and that. They are like living much of the time. They don't live with. They don't have much connection with people. You know. I'll just let this car pass behind me here. All right. So, and that's why you see when someone dies and people have no idea that this guy dies, you know. And that's why you find that sometimes the grave, the people are not very much connected, so they don't pay and they don't take care of the grave that belongs to their neighbor, to their loved ones. So the cemetery personnel end up taking it, you know. I'll just go here, up here. I think it's beautiful here. Let me see. All right, now I'm going upstairs. The sun is shining. It's such a beautiful day today, right? I will have my camera that side. So guys, oh, we're still there. I was just talking about individualism in the Western world. This is an industrialized country where people are living independent. They don't have much connection. Very, very, very much connection. They have connection with their loved one, but not as much as we have in the global south, most of the global south. And I think that has to do with joblessness. When you're jobless, then you kind of go to your people, to people, so that maybe you can get help. They can help you to get a job or anything like that. So much of the graves I was talking about, that they have been recalled back because the relative of that person are not paying, and they have been contacted by the grave, the cemetery personnel, and they don't respond. Right. So I was talking about that, and it is too sad, but this is a reality. It's a reality that many graves are being recalled, and people, they vanish. There is no trace. There's no nothing about those the deceased ones. So for the last 40 years, or maybe 50, there have been a lot of globalization. People are moving from other parts of the world to these areas in the Western world where they have a well-functioning welfare systems. They have welfare regimes, and so many people, they have been moving to these countries. Now, why do they move here? The answer is simple. They move here because uh, you are ensured work and security, security in so many ways, because industrialized countries, they are industrialized, so the market, the industries work very well. You have job, you have a welfare system, a network that covers uh, you and your family. So many people have been moving to this Western world. Which are the Western world? From North America, like United States, Canada, and then you come to European countries like German, Sweden, France, Denmark, Holland. All these are industrialized countries. So since these people have been moving here in this Western world, so now the city that I'm doing this content in the cemetery area, they have a place over there that is specific, not specifically, but they have a place there where they have people from other parts of the world. Now, this is I'm talking about the changes that are taking place, you know. So I will just go a little bit here, and we will see. In this area, they have people with Muslim Islamic faith in that area, and then they have some other people from other parts of the world, but they're Christian, and they have other faith, right? It can be Catholic, Orthodox, it can be Jehovah Witness, etc., etc. So we have a mixture of different faith in here, which I think is beautiful. So on that area, I can see much of the graves, they have cross. Those are Christian. I don't know what type of Christian they are. And I'm moving on that direction there. So this is it, guys. I came here. Now I'll see. This is the area where we have Muslims, and for the Muslims, a symbol that is for Muslim. This is a symbol for Muslim. You know, a star. But now we have a lion here, right? And we have, this is Quran. Allah Muhammad, La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah. So guys, I will not film a lot here because maybe there are some relatives who are coming and they don't like it. I just want to touch a little bit to just to showcase a little bit. The idea is to just showcase what is happening. The idea is to showcase how they have their graves in a European country. And I'm trying to avoid any relatives here because some other people, maybe they might think I am filming the grave belonging to their relatives. I'm happy that I avoided because there was a car behind me. It just stopped and people jumped off the car and they went to visit their relatives, probably. I thought they were coming to me. Anyway, I will get myself a place and sit. I will sit here. There's a good bench here for me to finalize this content. Right, so yeah. Anyway, I was talking about the graves that are being recalled because of a society where people are living individual life. That is the result of being living in industrialized country. And I was talking about globalization. You see, due to globalization, so many people have moved from far continents and countries to other far continents and countries, and we know that. And there are many reasons why people move to other countries. It can be wars, climate, poverty, it can be political conflicts, and other reason. Marriage, someone is married to someone else and moves. But mostly the Western world are like the magnet. So many people they want to move to Western world, and when we live in Western world, there is a type of life. Uh, then I spoke about individualism or people living independence. I know there are cases where someone disappears and then nobody sees the person. Then after 2 3 days or maybe even a week, they find that person dead in his or her apartment because they don't have much contact. Now those are the real Western, the Swedes, but people from other uh, continents, they keep contact, right? So that's the reality about life, and all of us we will die one beautiful day. So in the beginning I said, from the beginning I had problem to accept that I will die, and then slowly I started discussing with myself, and I was avoiding that discussion. Then I started discussing more and accept. Now I have accepted that I will die. And it's very easy when you accept that. When you know that you will die, you accept that one, it's very easy. I do come here in this cemetery. It's so beautiful. It is for relax. It is very relaxing, and I become so calm when I'm here. Really, it's so beautiful. For me, this is not only cemetery. This is a park where I can come and just sit here, silence, and enjoy. Just look at that one. Just look how beautiful it is. Now I will just walk you around so that you can see. Okay, you see how beautiful it is? It is very, very, very beautiful. I think we have a picture of an angel here. Right, this is good. And then you have a cross there. These headstones I'm filming from behind. I don't want to show the names because it's not okay to show the names. Out of respect, I'm just not showing the names. And if I happen to show the name, then it's just a mistake. Well, look at that one there. So all these are graves, they are planned. Now, I forgot to say this. For Muslims, they bury the dead one. They don't burn. They bury. And they will like to bury the dead ones as fast as possible. All right, that is for the Muslim. And I know there are some other Christians also, they bury the dead ones. But one common thing with the Christian is it takes days. It can take like one whole month before they bury the dead one. But for the Muslim, maximum 2 days. Some Christian they bury a deceased body, and all the Muslim they bury a deceased body. But some Christian they burn and they then bury the ashes. So look at that, guys. All right, I hope I've explained much of the things. Right, so I brought up two important things about grave being recalled back because of individualism, because of a society that is not very much together. And I brought up about globalization, and the globalization is due to wars, poverty, climate, political problems, etc. So if you want me to talk about in details about this, about individualism or people, the society that is not very attached to each other, or you want me to talk about globalization, you can write in the comment section. If you have any question, just write it in the comment section and we will discuss. We love to know about other societies. So as for now, Thank you for your visit. Stay calm, stay cool, stay healthy. Bye bye.